Chair recognizes Representative Weiss.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise today in support of my amendment to House Bill 4048. And today I address you not just as your fellow legislator, but as a teacher. I have dedicated much of my career to fighting for my students. Indeed, it's why I ran for this office that I hold now. And so I'm not going to stop fighting now that I'm here. The school aid budget before us today is simply irresponsible. As an educator, my top two priorities were providing my students with a quality education and ensuring their safety while they were in my care. We cannot pursue one at the expense of another. We can't provide funding on the condition that schools ignore their better judgment. We can't offer relief with one hand while using the other to take away their ability to keep our children safe. Our students are not pawns to be sacrificed in a partisan chess match with the governor. Many in this chamber claim to support local control. But if that's true, then why would you support a bill that removes a local school district's ability to decide what's best for their students? This legislation would apply a one-size-fits-all requirement to force schools to offer in-person learning without any consideration for varying circumstances throughout the state. Under this current bill, school districts would be required to offer 20 hours of in-person instruction to every student by March 22nd. If schools are unable to make adjustments to accommodate these requirements within the next few weeks, they would stand to lose this vital funding. If students, parents, and educators have already agreed to a plan that fits their needs and protects their safety, why should they be punished if it doesn't fit this arbitrary timeline and arbitrary requirements? Some may claim that this uniform approach is fair, but if you're interested in what's fair, why does this legislation only tie public school funding to these conditions while providing 100% up funding for private schools regardless of how they choose to educate students? This legislation just simply makes no logical sense, unless it's just another move in a never-ending political game, but we don't have time for that right now. We don't have time for games. Our students deserve better, which is why I urge a yes vote on this amendment. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
The question is on the adoption of Amendment 1C. The clerk will open the board. The amendment is not adopted.